Stick to the script, lads. Stick to the script.
But it was an individual episode, so we just canned the whole fucking thing. Well, what do you want to start with? We decide.
Yeah, go for it. I remember coming up with that guitar part, and it was we for a couple of days. You were like, "That's fucking shit."
Yeah, I remember.
We were like, "We can't have a guitar part like that."
You got your way in the end, Steve.
Actually, how did that get into the song?
It's not. The question isn't how to get in. It's like how did it remain?
Yeah.
I thought we decided that was gone.
We decided it would stick.
Hey. All right, that's enough from this week's episode. Good night. In fairness, I love that guitar sound, and I think sonically one of my favorites, if not my favorite recording maybe that we've done. I love the breadth of the sound in that recording, and like when it can be hard to get that thing to always just layer and layer and layer until, you know, without kind of blowing the load before the very end of a song. Whereas I think that worked really well on that song.
There's a lovely sci-fi element to the synths at the end. I think the whole song, it kind of puts you in a sci-fi sort of landscape. And as soon as we'd finished recording the song, I put a plan together to make a video, but we couldn't afford to do it. But we put the plan together. It's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the plan?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Come on, you can live it out through this podcast.
Now, it would have been amazing. It would have been my directorial.
If everybody could just close their eyes.
Well, Ushna has twins, and the girls were, what age would have they been? They would have been
7 or so, something like that.
Yeah, and they're identical. And I had an idea of post-apocalyptic sort of scene. We had an actress and everything lined up, and she was gonna be their mother, and they were in the scene, and outside was apocalypse going on. It just really went really well. We planned it out for the whole song.
Scouted locations, the whole shebang.
Tristan Henu, he was the one who planned it out with me, and he was going to direct it, and he was going to. We worked a lot on it, and we sat down. We had actresses picked out, locations. It was but it just was to make it right. We didn't want to make a video. There's nothing worse than making a video half-arsed.
Like a shit version of a great idea.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to really push the boat out, and it was just. We just didn't. I think we started making the next album. I can't remember, but I can remember getting the budget and just going, we could do so much in terms of recording with that, where you're putting a lot of money into the video. We'll definitely start. I'd love to, if we could afford to make videos for the songs, because I always do have imagery in my head.
Yeah. When
we finish recording something, it always sparks something in my brain. Well, we'll see.
Do you know, it's funny, there is a feeling for me with that song of complete unfinished business.
Yeah.
I never felt like, to be honest, it never felt like it got that we completely nailed the live arrangement, because it was that massiveness again from the album. Just we got like good versions of it and stuff, and it worked well live, but it just never quite got to that, absolute zenith, and the same way as the video didn't quite work out. So there's just something to me that's maybe one of my absolute favorite songs that we've done, and it just has that feeling of unfinished business about it.
I got to play piano on that song, actually. The same piano that was used for Take Me to Church for Hosier. Just
And
the
it
accent.
didn't work at all as a hit this time.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Magic piano.
It's like
And
we
it
tried
sounds,
out.
I was only heard it the other day. It's really, really cool.
So you can't say that we didn't go to every last nth degree. We spent all the
Yeah.
time thinking about videos, about the live arrangement. We tried to put Hosier's fucking piano on it. Nothing worked. Nothing worked.
Hosier used all the magic out of the piano.
Exactly. He, you know, there was only a certain amount left. No hits were written on that piano after that song.